Time now for the morning rush. We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Looking at filtered sunshine today with just a few high clouds here and there over the state. Nice warm temperatures though statewide. Tomorrow increasing clouds and thicker clouds too as we get into the later half of our Saturday. Then Saturday night into Sunday. Potential for some low elevation rain and high mountain snow. A couple of inches expected in the mountain areas. Most of this favoring western and central New Mexico. David?
As you get ready to head out the door, we are following the day's top local stories, and we start with Sarah Yingling and breaking news.
Happening now, police are investigating a deadly shooting at an apartment complex in the foothills. APD says they were called out here to Sandia Vista Apartments in response to a shooting. Now, according to investigators, it seems there was an attempted break-in at one of these apartments. When police say the homeowner shot the suspect, they say the suspect died from their injuries. Now, this has been deemed a full violent crimes call-out. Back to you.
New this morning, after several failed attempts statewide in recent years to outlaw coyote hunting contests, the city of Albuquerque has taken steps to address the issue on a local level. Councilor Diane Gibson co-sponsored a resolution passed unanimously on Monday. It condemns coyote killing contests in the city and also urges New Mexico lawmakers to pass legislation making it illegal statewide. Councilor Gibson says the resolution sends a strong message about the city's stance on coyote killing contests, which she calls cruel. Some say, though, they help ranchers in rural areas protect their animals. David?
Looking ahead, accused Florida gunman Nicholas Cruz is scheduled to appear back in court next Wednesday for an arraignment hearing. The 19-year-old will face 34 counts of premeditated and attempted murder. A Broward County grand jury indicted Cruz on those charges Wednesday. Cruz has confessed to gunning down the students and teachers at the school. The date of Cruz's arraignment falls on the one-month anniversary of the shooting. Happening today, Los Lunas police will be conducting an active shooter training. The reality-based training will be at the School of Dreams Academy. Now, officers will give students and staff a realistic idea of how to deal with an active shooter. The training will include sounds that sound like gunfire. It will be going on between 9 a.m. until 1 this afternoon. And new at 6, an update to a story we've been following. The Santa Fe School District is moving forward in efforts to place armed police officers at some schools. Now, the board voted to talk with the new city council and mayor about how to come up with money for the officers. One board member voted against it, saying it would not provide protection for all students in the district. And happening today, the Espanola State Police Office, which has undergone a major renovation, will be dedicated today and officially named after Officer Glenn Huber. Officer Huber was one of 2 law enforcement officers killed in what's become known as the Chimayo Massacre. 29-year-old Ricky Abeda killed 7 people in January 1991 after a domestic dispute. This includes Rio Arriba County Deputy Jerry Martinez and Officer Huber. New at 6 and happening today, a district court judge is deciding if he will approve a legal settlement aiming to better enforce wage theft laws. Now today, Judge David Thomas is hearing a public testimony about an agreement that would require the Department of Workforce Solutions to crack down on employers who don't pay employees what they're owed. It would require them to pay back unpaid wages 3 times what is owed to them. Also this morning, former state senator Phil Griego is waking up today in prison. Griego checked himself in yesterday to start his 18-month sentence for pushing the sale of a state-owned building, then pocketing a $50,000 brokerage fee. On Wednesday, a judge denied his request to stay out on bond while he appeals the sentence. Griego will be housed at the geriatric unit in Los Lunas. Also new this morning, North Korea President Kim Jong-un could soon meet with President Donald Trump. Representatives from South Korea delivered a message to President Trump from the North Korean leader. The White House says Trump has accepted. Now, they are expected to meet before May, but the exact time and place still have yet to be worked out. This morning, Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said it's a time for talking, but not for negotiations. And along those lines, the president formally announced tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. Canada and Mexico are exempt for now. Their status will depend on the results of NAFTA talks that are underway. Now, the new tariffs will go into effect 2 weeks from today. Kristen?
of the Northeast are struggling to recover after a pair of powerful storms. Those storms that is struck within a week. As night fell Thursday, nearly 1 million homes and businesses were still without electricity. Utilities say it will likely be days before everyone's lights are back on. So we're going to keep tabs on that. That nor'easter is moving out of the area. As far as what's going on here at home, today's Metro Threat Index pretty low, only at a 2 because of some chilly temperatures we have out there this morning. Breezy conditions at times later on today. Those winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, but stronger winds expected tomorrow. David?
New this morning, fake news spreads faster than real news on Twitter. That's the finding of an MIT study released yesterday. Researchers looked at 126,000 stories tweeted millions of times between 2006 and 2017. Now, they found false information traveled 6 times faster and reached more people than the truth.
Now let's get a check on your Friday morning commute. Not seeing anything major out there when it comes to crashes or incidents. Those exclamation points indicate some construction we have going on, but everything else looks clean and green at the moment.
New this morning, drinking and shopping could be a costly combo. A Finder.com survey reveals almost half of American adults who regularly drink alcohol shopped while under the influence, to the tune of nearly $450 a year. The top purchases: food, shoes, clothes, and gambling. And also new this morning, scientists in England say they've made a breakthrough in smartphone technology with the first unbreakable screen. University of Sussex researchers have designed a less brittle screen made from a 2-dimensional carbon material at a fraction of the cost.
Well, there you go. There's an idea.
Won't break that one.
Butterfingers out there. All right, time now for the 5 facts at number 5. Big win for the Cherry and Silver last night. The Lobos now advance to the Mountain West semifinals. The UNM's men's team took care of Wyoming last night with an 85-75 win. Tonight, they play the Utah State Aggies in Las Vegas. This season, the two teams split their wins. Tonight's winner will face off in the finals against whoever wins the San Diego State and Nevada game. Tip-off is at 9:30.
At number 4, a Santa Fe art venue will be renovated into a contemporary art annex, creating hundreds of new jobs. A couple's $4 million renovation will give them the naming rights to the Rail Yard Museum. The Vladam Art Annex will be an addition to the New Mexico Museum of Art in Santa Fe. Officials say once it's complete, the venue will bring lots of new money and jobs to the state. The 3-story building will likely display contemporary art exhibits, room for artists to work, a cafe, and educational spaces.
At number 3, mostly sunny today with nice warm temperatures. Tomorrow, strong winds. Then by Sunday, cooler temperatures for everybody with the chance of some low elevation rain and high mountain snow.
At number 2, happening today as part of the National Consumer Protection Week, the Attorney General's office is hosting a one-stop consumer protection workshop. It's the first time AG Hector Balderas is doing an outreach program of this sort. Now, people will have the opportunity to meet with experts at the AG's office in Albuquerque to possibly file complaints and learn how to protect themselves against scam and identity theft. And at number 1, we are learning the teen who killed his parents and 3 younger siblings is trying to change his name and keep it concealed. Nehemiah Griego was sentenced as a juvenile for the killings, meaning he's supposed to walk free when he turns 21 this month. His attorneys are also filing requests to seal the case, keeping the name he would adopt secret. Griego's attorney writes a name change will help him avoid unnecessary recognition. They say a simple online search would connect him to past allegations and jeopardize his personal safety.